Speaking of women swallowing things, hot off chomp. Sorry. Bad segue. Go ahead.
So there's an article about a woman swallows ring thinking it was a dream. So it was her engagement ring, and she says she just plopped it in, took a drink of water, and down it went, thinking that it was just a dream and reality wasn't going to be at the bottom of her bowels.
I mean,
What in
so
the
was she
world kind of
dreaming?
sense does that make? Yeah, like
Was she dreaming that she was swallowing her ring and then it?
I think she woke up thinking that it was a dream, picked
So I'm
up her
just gonna.
ring, and swallowed it because she's that detached from reality. I'm guessing she lives in California.
nice. There are people that do wake up from dreams and still think that they are dreaming. It takes them a minute to actually wake up for their brain to kind of catch up to reality.
But
I
we don't
wonder if that
swallow
was the
rings.
case, maybe. I
Yeah,
mean,
I've never gone and accidentally swallowed anything like I was taking a fucking Tylenol.
Now, see, I
yeah,
think
that's
something like waking up sexting.
yeah, Joe.
That's
They're
that's more reasonable than
That's
waking
true.
up, taking a. Why in your dream would you do it? Like, I'm gonna get more money.
I mean, why do you do what you do in your dreams, anyways? I mean, dreams are fucked up, man. In a
Killing
dream,
somebody,
it makes sense, but yeah, like in real life, what? Why?
like I kill people in my dreams. Yes, it's messed up, but I don't swallow inanimate objects.
Yeah, no, never.
Like you fly in your dreams. You have sex with a beautiful woman, and your clothes are stuck to you the next day. But
you wake up an inch and a half off the bed.
you don't swallow. Who does this?
Yeah,
Inch and a half, poor Cammie.
Oh.
Well,
He's got a waterbed. He's got a waterbed.
The other 8 inches are buried in the mattress. Anyway,
Joe, proud sponsorship of the Tiny Penis Foundation.
Hey, don't you go feeling sorry for Cammie. She always has that smile on her
face. Nice. But yeah, so I would say that, just because you don't swallow inanimate objects in your dreams, Travis, doesn't mean other people don't.
Obviously, what the? Quit drinking the tap water, damn it!
There's more than just fluoride.
Yeah, see, I've done the wake up, still think that I'm asleep thing, but usually what I do, I'll end up talking. I'll be having a conversation with somebody in my dream, and then I'll wake up, but I'll still be mostly asleep. And then I'll go to actually like answer the person, and then I'll hear myself talk and realize that I'm awake, and then I'll feel stupid that I was talking to nobody. And then a little lonely. And then a little lonely because the person that I was having this conversation with is gone now, because I won't be able to return to that dream.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about. I mean, people dream or sleep even differently, of course. It depends on how far into REM sleep, I suppose, that you get. But determines that. It's like people that sleepwalk. I've never sleepwalked. I've never woke up and still thought I was dreaming either, but of course there are people out there that do those things.
But you have to have some sort of cognitive relation to your dreams. I mean, you only think about and react to stuff that you were brought up on, or how you were raised. So we don't swallow stuff in our dreams because we were told. Our brains,
true,
in a very raw, natural state. So like
maybe she swallowed pennies a lot as a child.
Yes, that's what I was gonna bring up. My old lady's cousin's, his daughter was 3 years old. Let me say this, and swallowed like 2 quarters and had to have a tracheotomy done.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Parents, pay attention to your fucking kids. We got women swallowing engagement rings now. Not only is that stupid, but it costs us men money.
Nice.
Yeah, my little brother actually, well, I say little, he's only a few years younger than me. When he was, he actually swallowed a nickel one time got lodged in his throat, and then he ended up. My dad tried to get it out, and all he ended up doing was forcing it down further and then swallowing it. And then for 6 weeks after that, my mom had to poop with a little plastic knife to try to find the nickel.
But I mean, at least something was done, and not just I'm going to take my child that is not breathing to the emergency room to have a tracheotomy.
Yeah, that's
Might as well push
crazy.
that bad boy down in there so they can pass it.
Yeah, right. It's always safer. I wonder what the ring looked like after it got passed. I mean, engagement rings, they got diamonds.
Yeah.
You know, like that's some potential internal damage right there. Like her intestines could end up getting cut up by that way out.
Yeah, her esophagus even from swallowing it.
Yeah, like I want to see what shade that diamond is.
Or
It's
what
like,
if the big diamond pops out while it's moving through her body, and she gets the ring, but she didn't search hard enough for the diamond.
yeah, right.
It's
Or
forever flushed.
What if it's all just some ploy to see if the diamond's real? She's like, my cheap ass husband. We live in a $14 million mansion, but I got to see if this is real or not down the hatch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I fuck a real diamond. Give me cubic zirconium. I'll take imitation. Real diamonds are literally worth just as much as a fake one. And like, anyway, diamonds are complete trash. But
I take offense to that because that is my birth diamond or my birthstone. Yours too, actually. So nice job.
birthstones are complete trash too. So is the Zodiac and
yeah, Zodiacs.
Yeah, all that stuff. Chinese New Year, fuck it. It's all crap.
You might as well go ahead and just say the Mayan calendar there too, Joe.
When's the last time it was accurate?
2012.
Yeah.
The world didn't end, did it? Or maybe it did. I don't know. Things have been real fucking weird since then.
Yeah.
maybe this is what they meant by the word.
Us talking about real life sex dolls? I mean, was that in the Mayan calendar too?
So, are we budgeting for us to live in Alaska? Because I feel like we wouldn't get messed with if we lived in Alaska.
I've actually considered moving to Alaska.
I hear that there's a town in Alaska where it's like 70 degrees year round.
Like northern Alaska. Or I guess it'd be more northwest Alaska. I've heard the same.
Yeah. Of course, then you've got the town that has the 40 days of night as well up there. That'd be crazy. Living through a month of just nothing but nighttime for a month straight. That'd be kind of, I don't know. Would you miss the sun at that point? Like,
I hate the sun.
I mean, I pretty much live like a vampire too, I guess. So I guess I would love that.
And say at least 8 times a day I flip off the sun and say, fuck you, sun. Like, I hate the sun. It's irritating. Like, yeah, give me fucking 30 days of night. Be great. Never get out of bed. Me and Cammie just curled up all night.
Did you hear about that doll fucker up there in the mountains? He comes down once a week for lube.
Come down once a week for supplies. And replaceable parts for Cammie.
You know how fucking fit you would be if that's all you did?
Super fit.
Bro, you
Come
would
out looking like Wolverine.
burn so many
Just seems like-
calories.
Yeah, dude, my arms would be huge because I wouldn't just do the missionary shit. I'd be like holding her on top of me. You know, like I'd do the whole Kama Sutra, me and Cammie. Maybe even write a new one.
Invent his own.
The Cammie Sutra.
Oh Lord. Yep. That's great. Joe's gonna become an Eskimo with his Cammie.
Just picture me and her curled up
On a bear rug.
Exactly.
But it'd have to be faux fur because she's
Yeah.
fat too.
I was about to say imitation fur.
So yeah, then you'd have if it was real, you'd have the PETA people after you, also the real life sex doll people after you. And that's just a double whammy. Nobody wants that.
I mean, I would think my real sex doll people would actually like me as a customer.
No, I mean the like the PETA. Yeah.
Well, those guys are crazy anyway. Those are the type of people me and Cammie are trying to
Get away from. Yeah.
just live our simple life out in the Alaskan wilderness.
Oh my
I love how we've been talking for an hour and a half, and I'm proud of you guys. Round of applause for actually bringing it back to that every so often. Like,
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Was that Cammie and Joe in the background there?
Yes, yes, it was.
Clap, clap.
That's the only motion that he's been able to program her to do.
Right on. So, Travis, you had another question.
Oh, okay. So with which they've been out for almost a decade now, right?
Pretty close. I think so, yeah.
Concerning drones. Should we have more stipulations and regulations on them? Because there was an article about an Ohio inmate that got dropped a care package of phones and drugs via drone.
That is just crazy.
I'm honestly kind of surprised it's taken this long for something like that to happen.
It looks like they were playing cornhole too. The picture. Oh, it's just a baggie. Don't worry about it, man. I'm playing cornhole here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, try to drop it in the hole, man. It'll just look like a bag for the cornhole.
Oh, yeah. I've not really ever the drone thing. Now, I know there's people out there that like the RC life, like as a hobby. They like doing the remote controlled airplanes, helicopters, drones, RC cars and stuff like that. I understand it as a hobby, but actually rigging these drones up to where you can drop stuff off with them, they can carry up to a certain amount of weight, and you can rig your phone up to it to where you can spy on people and that type of stuff. I think is going too far. I mean, it's going from hobby to potential tool for negative things.
That's kind of inevitable, unfortunately. I feel like, especially with something like that with drones. I mean, it's, of course people are going to think to do things like that with it. That's just the way of life, unfortunately. But I mean, look, Amazon, they do drone delivery, so I mean, are you gonna stop Amazon from doing that? I guess
I'm not ordering anything and having it delivered. People actually make drone like guns like that fire big nets so they can capture drones, and like, hey, I never got my Amazon delivered because some asshole out there fucking caught your drone and stole your shit.
I don't think necessarily like they should be banned or anything like that, but what kind of stipulations do you have to have, like a drone pilot license to fly a drone that's bigger than a cubic square foot or something like that?
Right, yeah. Some kind of regulation or something.
Like a no-fly zone. Because I mean, people were driving them like into airports and shit. No, unless like, because did you know that you could rent a lane on a airport to do like the John Wick stuff, where he went out there and drove around in his car all crazy?
Oh, right, that's cool.
So, I mean, do you have something like that set up at an airport, or do you just, like other people have been doing, just, hey, I'm gonna fly this drone over an airway and freak everybody the fuck out and have everybody's flight canceled?
I would think designated areas for it would actually be a decent thing.
Yeah, like creating a recreational drone flying, but you have a building or some netted in area where people can fly them. Would that stop them from doing that? Unfortunately, no. People that are gonna be stupid are still gonna be stupid, but it might help.
We still have folks looking in at Old Faithful head first. That's humanity.
Yeah, Jesus, people, come on now.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I can see the good points and the bad points. Educated enough on the topic to give a good opinion on that, I guess. I'm not into them particularly. I do see some use for them in certain aspects, like you say, the drone delivery uses for these drones for like recon and stuff. So, but for civilian purposes, I don't see much use other than some fleeting playtime. You know, like get just as much joy out of it as flying a kite.
Well, I mean, cinematography too. Like if you're wanting to get that one shot and you can't really afford a helicopter, you need a closer shot. That's not going to be as disorienting for the cast as a
Yeah,
helicopter. You could use a drone.
Yeah,
yeah, I can
drone
see
footage in
that.
movies. I mean, you see a lot of like just independent people using drones to film
Mhm.
certain thing, and it looks awesome. Yeah, like it's great for that type of thing.
Well,
Maybe
yeah.
what if like the price of drones, if you raise the price of drones, make it a bit more expensive.
Shit, they're like, you're talking
Yeah,
$1,000, $2,000. Like you could
yeah,
spend your money on a real doll.
Yeah, you could, yes.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess some of the bigger drones that would be yeah, they would have to cost that much money, I guess, if you're gonna try and fly a phone and drug across a city, you know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe register if you buy it, you have to, register it like you would a car. Get like a little license plate for it. That way,
Yeah.
if somebody is caught flying phones and drugs into the prison, then they can trace that drone back to whoever did it and they can,
They could attempt to. I mean, that's the same thing with the gun topic. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
a robber. That's not, a bad guy that's not supposed to have a gun anyways. That gun's not going to be registered to him.
True.
Yeah, and how are you gonna know? How are you gonna be able to track the drone? I guess if you can't catch the drone, you'd have to be able to read it with like an infrared scanner or something. I don't know.
Like a really small camera to get the serial number or whatever.
I don't know. I would think the same way that they're able to do for cars. Like you can find who a car is registered to through the VIN number and license plate and so on. I
Yeah,
mean,
but a
there are
drone
ways
isn't
to.
the size of a car, though, either. You get that drone back at home, you just hide it in your closet. I mean, you're never going to find that drone.
I mean, they got all kinds of cameras and stuff around, like
Facial recognition cameras now.
Yeah, they
Yes,
could
they do.
facially recognize that drone.
Or maybe they could track the signal, like, because it's just
A radio wave, right?
Yeah, a point A
Yeah.
to point B. So whatever.
That is true, too, yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be ways. If they was to just register it when you bought it, you have to actually like apply for the registry, name, address, social security number, all that good stuff. Put down if vehicle, treat it like that, and at the very least, you would be able to track some of the people that use these things for bad, for crimes or whatever.
Yeah, because I mean, you could buy the cheaper drones, but the range on them isn't. You're not gonna be able to fly a thing across the town. It's gonna fly around your backyard or your house.
Yeah, I would say he would have to have been standing on the other side of the fence at the prison to actually get the drone over there if he was using a super cheap one. I don't know. It goes to show how ingenuity criminals can be. They will find a way around everything.
They're very ingenuitive. Anybody in general. It's just if they would take their ingenuity and use it for other things.
I don't know. There's all types of people out there, and they all think differently.
Just like people that swallow engagement rings or buy sex dolls.
By Cammies.
Hey, me and Cammie ain't hurting nobody. We're happy being left alone in our shack.
That's the way I think life should be. That's how life should be. If you ain't hurting nobody and you're just minding your business,
Yeah.
go bang your silicone fuckhole.
I mean, go
Right.
go bang some heroin, then bang the silicone fuckhole. I don't care. Like as long as you're not hurting somebody or stealing somebody's shit to pay for your shit or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm one that I don't mind some of the stupid crimes that people get arrested for and incarcerated for, like drug crimes and stuff like that. I really don't care. That's that person's choice to do it. So let them do it. I don't really judge people for using drugs and stuff. I do if they use drugs and their life goes down the shithole for it. You know, they would rather do drugs than take care of their responsibilities. But if you're still functioning, able to take care of your responsibilities and want to use drugs, fucking do it. I don't care.
What meth or heroin addict do you know that's high functioning like that, takes care of their shit?
I mean, I don't know, but I could. I mean, he's high functioning. You wouldn't know. So I have been surprised about like I've high functioning alcoholics that I didn't know were alcoholics at first. So, you know,
I mean, yeah, but alcohol is one thing, but something that changes your DNA to crave it all the time, and you literally go and blow a Cammie for an eight ball crack. I mean, you know, it's
Right.
well, I don't know. Like I said, there's got to be some high drug addicts there that still get by. They may not be very many, but there are some. There have to be. But yeah, as long as you're still able to do what you do and just don't hurt anybody while you're doing it.
yeah.
Yeah, but in the meantime, there's going to be hate comments about you having a sex doll just because there are people out there like that.
Like I said, go to myrealdolls.com before you judge me.
Link will be in the description.
Look through the main page and tell me that you consider sticking your at least one of those dolls. Okay.
Like I had no thought of ever doing it. I looked on the website and I'm like, wow, okay, let's see financing options.
Honestly, I would do more to that doll. Stick my penis. I'd try to pleasure the doll.
just put a squirt bottle on the inside of it and press it every now and again.
Oh god,
feel better.
Joe would use it for practice.
Yeah, like my tongue game's strong. Just ask Cammie.
This is where the clitoris is just nothing. I have a cat's tongue now.
I would be sitting there like, yeah, you like.
Just when you didn't think that it could get any more weird. People are gonna be people are gonna feel so uncomfortable when these go up.
Like I said, go to the website before you judge me. And even then, I don't care. Judge me. Whatever. Me and Cammie are happy.
And we're not hurting anybody, and that's all that matters.
Me and Cammie reject your judgment, and we are still happy.
That's what okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're thinking about a Patreon, and that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Help fund Joe and Cammie. I said I'll post pictures of us on our day to day. You know, me and her will do we'll do a vlog.
You'll have to do like Instagram pictures, like her doing the dishes, and there's like you're in a cabin, and there's the wood scenery in the background. She's nothing but her panties and a t-shirt.
It's gonna right, like it's gonna blow up so big. This is random as hell. That's amazing.
Like me and Cammie going around cosplaying and shit.
Somebody's gonna become her agent. She'll star in movies. She's got one-liners.
She's the breakout star of the next millennium. That's right.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Yep. Support me and Cammie.
Gold.
We will enrich your lives. Promise. I'll make it kid friendly too, you know.
I'll put a turtleneck on her, like
Cammie reading bedtime stories.
And it's just Joe behind the camera filming her with a book in her hand, reading in like a high-pitched falsetto girl voice. Oh my god, that needs to happen. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet. Yes.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's exactly how that's going down. And yeah, I wonder how many followers me and Cam get.
I think this is the most ridiculous thing that we have all done, and probably will ever be.
Oh no.
Like,
This is only the beginning.
I did want to talk about small dreams, and yeah, Cammie,
I think you covered it.
Hey, right.
Cammie's
Yours. Yep.
Cammie's one of my small dreams. Actually, all right, my biggest small dream would probably be voice acting. I think that would be awesome to be a voice actor. I believe I talked about it a previous. But yeah, voice acting, I love it, and I can do a lot. And I've been told that I have a nice sounding voice. You know, I can sound very professional. I got a deep voice. I would love to do some kind of, whatever.
Why'd you say anything, John? Damn it!
I know. It actually came when it came back in. It fit perfectly. That's funny. One of these days, we will all be sitting around the same mic in one room, and we won't have these issues. That's my small dream, is to have that happen. Oh God.
But anyway, yeah, voice acting, small dream. Want to do it. If there's anybody out there that's going to be doing any animation, a startup voice actor, right here, baby.
Yeah. I've heard this man do several different voices, and yes, hit him up.
Yeah, hit me up. Love it. So what about you, Travis? What's a small dream of yours?
I want to be an entertainer. Like at this point, I don't care if you guys are recording me picking up grapes with my bare ass on the sidewalk.
That'd be pretty entertaining.
We mentioned that in the last podcast, so we'll just switch to who we were talking to or talking about to you. Yeah, there we go.
Like, yeah, I want to be an entertainer. I want to be that person that you go home and you're like, man, I can't wait for this. I've been waiting all night just to hear this podcast or watch this review, or I'm gonna fall asleep to Joe caressing Travis's beard while John is actually in the other room with Cammie.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay with that.
Uh-oh. I'll be the one behind the camera, and I'll be holding Cammie's arms and like sneaking them into the shot every once in a while. Like it'll be Joe, you caressing Travis's beard, and then all of a sudden Cammie's hand comes in and starts caressing it too, or caresses yours, Joe. Like it's the three-way beard caress.
I would say, I mean, you could just go ahead and get a drone and hook a camera up to it so you can get a nice 360 shot of me and Cammie.
There you go. There you go. And at the very end, I'll swallow an engagement ring.
I'm glad you said engagement ring.
Yeah, I was going to say, where is this going? Would you do that for $100,000?
Yes, 100%.
Could do a lot of shit with $100,000.
So there, Joe would be in heaven. There would be so many Cammies.
No, there's only one Cammie. And then there would be an Olivia.
I mean, what you're talking, like 50?
I can come up with 50 names.
Good God, at that point, it's just Joe getting a fire hose of lube and spraying them all down, and then just running around and sliding and rolling around in the pile of them.
I was gonna say that's a slip and slide I want to go down.
I feel like it'd be the same feeling as jumping into a basket full of rubber chickens.
Is that an option? Is that a feature? Oh my god! Like you can get a rubber chicken installed inside their stomach or something. Oh mercy!
Brings new meaning to the phrase "choke your chicken." We are terrible people.
Like, how do you do marriage counseling with this stuff?
I mean, you don't
She
need
won't
marriage
ever
counseling.
talk to me. Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
look, it saves you money. You don't ever have to feed her. You don't ever have to divorce her.
No,
You're saving money. You just leave her at home. Like, hey, I'm going hang with boys. You're
That's
gonna
like-
stay here and not eat.
It's like the Japanese culture is becoming more. They play a lot of dating games, like video games that have to do with like dating somebody, and they're doing that in lieu of actually starting a real relationship. One, because it's easier. They're getting more reward out of it than what they would in a real relationship. There's less stress. You know, like it's kind of understandable, especially lifestyle Japanese people do. That like it's work first over there, and there's a lot of pressure to be, at least on the men. Well, I'm sure there's pressure all around, but I know the men, they're pressured to be like the leader of their family, and they have to work 80 hours a week and raise their family up to be the best and most respectful and so on. Like there's a lot of pressure. So in lieu of actually starting a family, simulation video games and feeling just as rewarded. So introduce a real sex doll over there. Game over.
It'd be too tall for him.
Now, you said they were
Oh.
only like 4 feet tall.
That was the joke.
I would say it sounds more like they were made for them.
Speaking of small dreams in Japan, one of my dreams would be to go live in Japan at least for a year. I think that would be really cool. Experience everything and the culture and all of that, just to immerse myself in it. I would love to do that.
I don't share the. I mean, I would want to go to England over Japan. I'm not as into the Japanese culture as you are or
And
some
that
other
is
people
totally
are.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I share the want to go to another country, but just I would like to live in England, actually, or Scotland or Ireland. One of the lands.
One of the lands. It's nice.
Yes.
Let's go to Ireland. I want to see if my grandma's mom and dad's bar is still there.
Let's go.
That'd be cool. Also, you can buy a square foot of land over there in Ireland and become a lord of that square foot of land.
A laird.
A laird.
Laird.
Lord.
Yeah, you actually can do that. You can buy on the internet, buy a square foot of land so you can be considered a lord.
I'm gonna look this up. I want to see how much this is. This might be a thing.
It's not much. It's like $20.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
What?
So we did it for a friend some years ago.
Yeah, you get 1 square foot of land, and you get a little certificate of ownership to prove that you are a lord. Because over there, when you own land, you're a lord. So
Why can't that be an American thing too? Like I own my land. Why can't I be a lord?
Because the Native Americans would buy it all back. I went there.
Lay siege to my kingdom, my little 1,100 square foot kingdom.
I've never actually understood the concept of owning land. You know, like.
Oh yeah, elaborate, because that makes no sense to me.
It's a concept that's just beyond me. The land was ours. It's not like you created the land. You know, how can you just? It just weirds me out that you can walk onto a stretch of land and say, "This is my land, but I'll sell it to you." You know, like
That's capitalism at its
I,
finest, sir.
it doesn't make sense to me. I've never understood land ownership.
So now you can purchase a small plot of land, 1 square foot in size, in the timeless Irish countryside, a unique original gift for only $50.
Oh, 50, yeah.
Let's see what you get. Our aim is to bring a smile to the face of Joe and Cammie every time they
I thought that was legit for a second.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Lord and Lady Joe and Cammie.
Yeah, you get a certificate of ownership. You get directions to it. Oh, but there might be like sheep or something on your land.
Is that your sheep then? At least
mean-
until it takes a step to the right.
What our customers say. Let's see what some people have said. Thank you. Got the package last Saturday. Framed it and hung it on the wall already. Have been looking into my Irish heritage. Don't know yet where they came from in Ireland, but I thought a piece of Ireland would be great. Fuck you, grandparents, for immigrating over here. I'm buying your fucking country.
Right.
1 square foot at a time. I wonder, does it say how many you can own?
It didn't say. It didn't say like
I mean, yeah, if you buy enough consecutive square feet, you could essentially just move there.
Is it legal? Do I really own the land? Yes, absolutely.
I mean, that does seem kind of like over here that I'll sell you.
A bridge, yeah. I want to buy like 10 square feet.
Can I purchase?
That's enough to
Okay.
put a bet on.
So can I purchase more than 1 plot of land and have the plots located side by side? Yes, you can. When placing your order, please specify that you would like to have the plots located side by side using the special comments box in order form. We will then ensure this is taken care of in your proceeding order or your processing order.
Wow. So I wonder if, I mean, as long as you could afford to pay for it, you could potentially buy a huge chunk of land over there. And yeah, it would be, that's actually probably not doable. But I would imagine, say you dropped $100,000 buying just plots of land in Ireland. You own that now. You can go over there and build a house.
So, I mean, how many square feet do you think me and Cammie would need for our shack in Ireland?
I mean, you could need verticality, because you buy
Well, I mean-
1 square feet and just build straight up.
Okay, hold on. So let's calculate this up here. So I live in a 1,400 square foot home. So 1,400 times 40. Dude, that's not bad. And you don't pay any annual tax ever. So for $56,000,
Yeah.
you could
Wow.
own 1,400 square feet. Oh, that's just the land. You'd have to build a house. Probably be you're looking at like 900, and then you wouldn't ever have to mow.
Right.
So we're saying, what you're saying is we need to get $100,000 and me and Cammie hire to the Ireland countryside and
Yes.
just live out our days.
Yes. So there you go. There's small dream number 3 for Joe.
No, that's life goal right there.
You can resell it.
Nope, I want to die on it, be buried on it, me and Cammie. We'll haunt that castle.
1,400 square foot castle. Nice. You gotta
you
have
could
a
build it
turret.
underground.
I'm gonna build it to look like a castle anyway.
Yeah, build it underground too. That'd be kind of cool. I wonder how
Mhm.
far down, does that go? Yeah, because can I put plumbing in my house? I'm gonna need electricity.
I feel like some asshole has already done this.
They had to have, yeah. I mean,
That's
it's
actually
not
pretty cheap because Ireland's the expensive place to live.
yeah, it's not a bad idea to buy up all the land and then buy the home, have it built there. Yeah, that might be my new retirement. We're going to Ireland.
All right.
Good times.
That's good. Well, on that note, I think we will finish up
Yeah.
the podcast. Wrap up the
2 hour.
podcast. Yeah. Pretty good chunk. I'm sure y'all laughed a lot or you cringed a lot. You maybe have been angry for the entire 2 hours. Let us know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe as well.
If anybody would like to join with their sex,
Cut out. You cut out. God, you said if anyone would like to join.
if anyone out there would like to join me in my endeavor of retiring with our real dolls out into the woods, just let me know. Contact me. We'll build a communion.
That would be the creepiest community in the world. You guys have like your own convention that you set up in town square. Like
it's not like we would ever actually interact. Like we'd be in our houses with our dolls all day. Oh my God. It would just be like a ghost town of nothing but grunts and groans.
Jesus. Oh no. Yeah.
So I had to leave it on that.
Yeah. So on that note, thanks for stopping by, guys. Tune in next time. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.